Emily, and today I'm here to talk about the two non-mysteries that I read in March, and then I figured I'd throw in the first book I read in April to make it a proper recent reads. Today is Sunday, April 5th, and so far I don't have the virus, and I don't know anybody directly that has had the virus, although a cousin of a cousin has passed away from the virus, but it was on the other side of our family. But anyway, I don't know anybody directly. And I'm going to be putting this up next Friday, which is the 10th. So I don't know what life will be like on the 10th, but right now on the 5th, it's pretty good. So anyway, let's just get into the book, shall we? The first non-mystery that I read in March was Sharks in the Time of Saviors by Kawai, Sloan, and Washburn, and this was my book club's pick for the month. We ended up meeting online via Zoom, and there was only 3 of us, but we had a good chat, although all 3 of us didn't really think this book was that amazing. This is a book about a young man named Noah, and he has, when he's a young boy, he falls into the ocean and he almost drowns, but he is rescued by a shark and brought back to the boat and given back to his parents via the shark's mouth. And after this happens, he is found to have some kind of power where he can heal people, and so he is starting to heal people, and that brings his family money and prestige, but then his siblings, his older brother Dean and his younger sister, Kawai, start to resent him for this, and so we see how this healing power affects Noah's life, Dean's life, and Kawai's life. And this is a multi-perspective story where Dean, Kawai, and Noah, and then also their mother, Malia, all have chapters. And then I think his father has a chapter too, but not as often as the other 4. There's 4 main narrators. So this was okay, but I felt like the siblings were kind of whiny a lot. And I mean, I get it. It's hard when your parents clearly have a favorite and it's not you, but like also, I don't know. And then I also felt like they were using this, their brother having healing powers for an excuse for bad behavior. So that was kind of annoying. And also the ending, I don't want to spoil anything, but something happens like midway through the book that is not really resolved in a great way, in my opinion, and the other ladies in the book club agreed with that as well. It was sort of abrupt and not fleshed out well enough, I guess, or maybe, I don't know, just like, I guess I was expecting like a clearer ending, and the ending was a lot like very vague and open-ended, and I just don't enjoy endings like that. So overall, this was okay. I'm kind of like annoyed because I paid full price for it at Barnes and Noble because my library didn't get it in time for book club, but like, and then we got it like after we closed to the public, so what's up with that? But anyway, this was okay, but I can't really say that I loved it. The second non-mystery that I read in March, I read at the very end of the month when I'd already finished all my March Mystery Madness books, and because of the current events, I was looking for something light and easy to read, and so I picked up The Curious Charms of Arthur Pepper by Phaedra Patrick, and this is a book about an older man. He's 69 years old, Arthur Pepper, and his wife died a year ago, and on the 1-year anniversary he is cleaning out her closet and he comes across a charm bracelet, and he doesn't know where this charm bracelet came from. He never saw his wife wear it, and it has like 7 or 8 different charms on it, and he decides he's going to try to figure out where these charms came from. So he goes on a quest to figure out everything, like what these charms represent and what they meant to his wife. And it's a really cute little story. He befriends a neighbor. Well, actually, the neighbor was like bringing him food and stuff after his wife died, but he like gets to know her better, and he gets to know her son, and he also has been sort of estranged from his children because his wife was always the one that maintained the relationship with the children after they moved out of the house. And so he, in the course of this quest, he starts to bond with his children, and so he ends up finding out that his wife had like a really major, like several major life events in her life before she met Arthur, and so he's sort of concerned about that, and he also starts to wonder if he was a good husband, and he starts to question his own character and his own life. So it's just a really cute little book. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a like read that doesn't require much thought in this time of coronavirus. And also, this is compared to The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry a lot, which is one of my favorite books of all time. And I can see why it is, because they're both older gentlemen, and they're both on this quest to like find themselves, and they go on a journey and things like that. But it also is very different, but yeah, I can see how it relates to Harold Fry. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Definitely recommend if you're looking for a light, easy read during this time. Finally, the first book that I read in April was Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. I picked this one up because, again, I was looking for something relatively easy and light to read. This follows a guy named Clay, and he is laid off from his web design job during the recession of 2008, and he gets a job at the 24-Hour Bookstore as the night shift clerk. And he starts to see that there's a lot of people coming in, but they never buy anything. They just trade out these books that are in the back of the store that are kind of old and, they're old. So he's trying to figure out the mystery of this bookshop, and he ends up meeting this girl, Kate, I believe, or Kat. I think it's Kat, and she works at Google, and he starts to fall in love with her, and he is using the power of Google to decipher the mystery, or not the power of Google, the power of technology to decipher the mystery of this bookstore, and he discovers that it's related to this big, like, I don't want to call it a cult, but it's kind of like a cult, this underground, like, school or society where they're trying to solve the mystery of life and get the secret of immortality. And so he's sort of learning all the mysteries about that and figuring out what's going on. And this was okay, but it wasn't like amazing. I mean, okay, the one thing that really bothered me that's kind of minor, but still really bothered me, was he refers to his girlfriend in the book, Kat, as cute all the time. And it's like the only adjective he uses about her. But she's like a professional, like, computer wizard that works at Google, and she's, like, a lot more, there's a lot more to her than being cute, but it just seems like the only thing he mentions about her is that he's cute, and so that really bugged me. And also, I don't know, it was just okay, and it's an easy light read, but like, it's not amazing, and I wouldn't really recommend it to you unless you're specifically looking for an easy light read during this time. But overall, it was just fair, it was just fair. Currently, I am reading Eleanor of Aquitaine by Alison Weir. I read the Elizabeth Chadwick series on Eleanor of Aquitaine over 2018 and 2019, and I became very interested in Eleanor of Aquitaine, so I decided to go ahead and pick this one up. So far, it's kind of slow, but I also admit that I'm probably not in the right headspace to be reading a large biography like this, but I'm going to continue with it. Right now, I'm thinking about just doing a one chapter a day during this quarantine and seeing if I can get through it that way. But it's going okay. It's just standard biography. Nothing like amazing, but not. It's just your standard biography. But yeah, it's going okay. So that's everything that I've been reading lately. I hope everybody else is doing pretty good, considering everything that's going on. I hope everybody else is reading some great books, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!